Hello viewers, so today we'll talk about ransomware, what it is and how we should be careful about it. So if you just look at the numbers, so there is increase in number of ransomware attacks in 2019 by 118% and $41,198 the average ransom payment in quarter 3 of 2019. So you can see there's a lot of attacks is going on and a lot of increase in the ransomware attacks and people are losing the money every day. So ransomware is a type of malware where the computer becomes infected and ransom is demanded to regain the access to the data. So how it will work? Your system will be affected and your data will be locked and you need to and they will ask you for the payment so that they can release your data. So before we get into what we can do to prepare for on this interview, let's clarify what ransomware is actually and how it works. Ransomware is malware that holds your data hostage and demands payment for its release. It typically inflates a system with a phishing email or website infection and exploits an existing endpoint vulnerability. Ransomware then establishes a foothold, expands to the other endpoints and moves to discover, collect, stage and encrypt target data. Once the damage is done, it covers its tracks and it exfiltrates data for use or sale on the dark web. Ransomware is unique because once it is in your environment, there are very few remedies available. All the recourse is costly and business interruption is inevitable. Now, there is also a term malware that you might have heard about. So it is malicious software. Malware is a software or web component that can harm your organization, such as the recent WannaCry outbreak. The most well-known form of malware is viruses, which are self-copying programs that infect legitimate software. Now, once you're infected, once your computer or laptop server is infected, what you should do? So if you are asked for money, never pay the ransom demands. There is no guarantee that the data or access to the system will be restored, and victims who paid may be retargeted. Always install the latest software and app updates on all the devices and use antivirus software wherever possible. Beware of the warning sign of phishing and mailing. Do not open any attachment or click on the links within any unsolicited emails you receive. You always keep a backup of your data and keep it stored in a secure network. Now there are three ways ransomware can infect a system. First is through phishing emails. The sender appears to be someone you may know or someone relevant to your business. Second is ads or pop-up windows. Your computer freezes and a pop-up window appears with a message that states your file or information have been lost or encrypted. The third is downloadable softwares. Ransomware can be embedded in the downloadable software, games, file sharing, applications, etc. So why this is spreading? So ransomware attacks and their variants are rapidly evolving to counter preventive technologies for several reasons. Easy availability of malware kits that can be used to create new malware samples on demand. Use of known good generic interpreters to create cross-platform ransomware. For example, ransomware 32 uses Node.js with a JavaScript payload. Use of new techniques such as encrypting the complex disk instead of selected files. Today thieves don't even have to be a tech savvy. Ransomware marketplace have sprouted up online, offering malware strains for any would-be cyber crook and generating extra profit for the malware authors who often ask for a cut in the ransom proceeds. So a typical workflow looks like this, where attacker sends a phishing email, user receives links and click on it, then malware unpacks and gets executed as soon as you click on it. Attacker gain control of your public keys required to encrypt the files. Files get encrypted and a user gets ransom screen. Attacker demands ransom from user. When ransom is paid, attacker may deliver the private keys. And at last, a file are decrypted. Now here, just to note that there is no guarantee that the attacker will follow through with your decryption even if ransom paid. So never pay the ransom. So how it works is ransomware starts with an unsolicited email that intend to lure the victim into clicking the links or downloading the attachment. Ransomware takes advantage of the glitch in the operating system or software to run the infecting code. The ransomware code encrypts the data on the system. The attacker will demand the cryptocurrency or some other ways to pay, and some ransomware even have the potential to spread to other computers on the networks. So how you can protect it? The good is that many flaws exploited in ransomware attacks are known vulnerabilities. Antivirus is one of them that you can install. This means that organizations have the opportunity to prevent most ransomware from being successfully before an attack is ever launched. It is important to prepare your defense so that you can respond quickly and effectively during an attack and remediate and restore where necessary after an attack. The first and most cost-effective remedy is prevention. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you think the videos are helpful, do like the video and subscribe to the channel.